Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio, this is SGTV News 4.
Good evening, USC. I'm Sloan O'Cone.
And I'm Kendall Smith. Welcome back to Carolina Calendar. We are here keeping you up to date on what's happening around campus and in Columbia.
This week on the show, we will talk about Thursday After Dark, Golden Girls Trivia Night, and later feature a special guest to talk about The Bachelorette.
As the semester is winding down and finals are coming closer, Gamecock Entertainment is ensuring that students can still take a breather and de-stress a little bit with some fun events. So Sloan, what events do we have first?
Well, Kendall, unfortunately, due to inclement weather, Thursday After Dark's laser tag event on Blattfield has been canceled tonight, but Gamecock Entertainment has announced that it will be back in the spring.
That is always good to hear because on the show, we always feature the events that Gamecock Entertainment has, and truly every week something is new, something is fun that they are doing, and it's just a great time. So I'm glad to hear that in the spring we'll be able to come back here and know that we're going to be well taken care of.
Actually, it was like 80 degrees out today. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I know. Look at me like right now. I'm in like my full-on like winter outfit, just like manifesting the cold weather.
My roommate's decorated for Christmas the other night, and so I'm like fully ready for it to be actually cold outside because I don't know how to dress myself anymore. But it's fine.
No, I'm ready for the cold weather. You're from up north though, so you're probably thinking this is crazy. I'm just from North Carolina, so we're kind of used to this like warm weather, but then I feel like it stays cold until like the end of April.
Well, I mean, I came to the south for the warmth, but
very bizarre. Good choice. Good choice. Well, even though Thursday After Dark was canceled, USC Dance Marathon will be ready to elevate your mood through the weekend with their virtual 5K. So the virtual 5K is November 13th through the 15th from 12 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Admission is $10 for USC students and alumni, and this is their first ever virtual turkey trot, and it is benefiting Midland's Prisma Health Children's Hospital. The link to register can be found on Garnet Gate. Sloan, obviously an incredible cause, and I'm loving these really creative virtual running events. My sorority is doing one as well for the Ronald McDonald House, so to hear that this is going to the Children's Hospital here in Columbia, just fabulous.
Yes, I've done 2 virtual 5Ks this semester, one for the Isabella Santos Foundation and one for St. Jude, which is my sorority's philanthropy. So definitely an easy, fun way to get out and moving and support such an amazing cause.
And it's not a turkey trot on Thanksgiving, which is always kind of nice because on
people
Thanksgiving,
that run on Thanksgiving are
I don't know how
level.
people do that.
There is something.
Honestly, hats off to you. I could never run on Thanksgiving, but before Thanksgiving, a little workout before the turkey, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Maybe.
No?
I don't know.
You're like, I've already done a couple. Regardless, amazing cause and a great opportunity from the USC Dance Marathon, and you're actually designing the t-shirts, right?
Yes, well, I didn't design it. They designed it, but they place the order through me. I work for a custom apparel company.
Ooh.
So make sure if you sign up to order the shirts, they're super cute.
Okay.
Long sleeve.
You heard it here first.
Long sleeve, make sure to get them. There's a link open till the 15th.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
After running and dancing through Friday evening, Russell House Underground is hosting their first improv comedy show on Saturday night. It will be November 14th from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. located in Russell House Underground. The link to RSVP can be found on Garnet Gate. I just could not read, but I have always wanted to have my own stand-up comedy show. I
think you would slay that. Like, no lie.
Well, okay, so people, like, I treat my private story sort of like my own reality TV show on Snapchat. And people are always like, people always come up to me, they're like, Son, your private story is so funny. And I'm like, thank you so much. I just post about the unfortunate things that happen to me almost on a daily basis. So I'm glad that, like, my misery is amazing for you. But I feel like that's what makes an excellent stand-up.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I would love to be super funny. I think that I can be funny.
You're definitely funny. I mean, we laugh all the time.
We do laugh all the time, but when I try to be funny, like, it's just not funny. Like, it has to come naturally for me. So if I were in like a situation where it was a comedy show, like, I can almost guarantee I would freeze, and that would probably be funny within itself, but like,
I don't know. I've never been to a stand-up, but I feel like when I watch videos of people just standing there, it makes me feel uncomfortable.
I love comedy. Like, I love comedy. Rom-coms are my favorite kind of movies. I love Whose Line Is It Anyway? I love watching SNL. Like, I love comedy.
I don't do rom-coms, though. They just make me sad.
Oh,
I like
love
scary
them.
movies.
Christmas rom-coms, holiday rom-coms.
Oh, my mom has been watching Hallmark since July.
So has my
The woman
mom.
has been watching Hallmark since July this summer. I cannot handle Hallmark.
My mom has also been watching the Hallmark Channel, and I feel like you see a lot of the same actors and actresses
They're just
on the
rotating.
channel.
Their names are like Noelle and Jingle and Kris Kringle, and you're just like, oh.
But I am here for that. Like, your Halloween love is like my Christmas love.
Yes.
So,
I mean, I do love Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I just am. Like, I like to watch like The Grinch and Polar Express and like the Christmas classics, not like, you know, when Noelle goes back to like a small town in Michigan.
Oh no,
and,
I love that.
falls
I
in
love
love
that.
with. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, I'm a huge fan. But anyways, enough about holiday movies. To stay informed on the events being held on campus, you can go on the Garnet Gate website and search Gamecock Entertainment or Carolina Productions to find free and fun things to do for students.
To continue with what's going on in Columbia, the River Rat Brewery is having their Pups and Pints with a Golden Girls trivia night until 9 p.m. It's tonight from 6 to 9, located at River Rat Brewery. Admission is free. Food and beverages are not included. The link to virtual performances can be found at experiencecolumbiasc.com. This is really fun. Isn't it outside though?
I think it's outside. Rainy. Yeah, it's okay though because puppies are worth it.
Exactly. Puppies and pints, both worth it if you're 21 and
absolutely.
can do that.
Yeah, but the Golden Girls, like, I have to admit it here, like, I don't know very much about the Golden Girls. I know that
I would lose the trivia, but I would go and pet the dogs.
I would lose the trivia.
I would be okay with losing because there would be like pet therapy immediately.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I probably wouldn't even like know any of the trivia or do it. I would just be like
I'd be distracted.
Infatuated with the dogs.
Exactly. We don't even have to,
Actually,
let's not even go for the trivia.
Speaking of dogs, when we did the Give a Dog a Bone story, and we had that interview here on Carolina Calendar a couple of weeks ago, the Carolina Calendar crew was able to go out there and see some of the dogs, which was the highlight of my week.
Oh, absolutely. Last week was so much fun. Justin, back there, really was about to foster one of them and take them home. I was thinking about stealing a few. The puppies were super cute. I tried to harass my family into letting me adopt one, but they said I don't have enough time, so.
Well, our next event, unfortunately, I hate to bring down the mood, but it was canceled. It is the Christmas Craft Show and Holiday Market. It was supposed to be this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's not happening anymore, which is a huge bummer. But Sloan, I figured in lieu of talking about this event, we can talk about some of our favorite things in the holiday season. So I'm gonna do a rapid fire with you really quick and just ask you some questions. This is off the top of my head here, everyone.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Favorite holiday song, go.
I mean, is it Basic by Say All I Want for Christmas Is You or Last Christmas?
Oh, those are two.
Like, those two are
ones.
so good. I mean, it's like, oh, you know what I've actually been listening to a lot recently? Candy Cane Lane by Sia is so good.
Okay.
Her Christmas album
Okay.
is actually phenomenal, and I just love her voice.
Favorite Thanksgiving food?
Pumpkin pie. I'm not a big turkey girl. Weird. I only like cold cut turkey. I'm like a boycotter of the turkey.
Turkey makes me tired.
But I also, my
facts.
dad makes Thanksgiving probably 4 times throughout the year. He just like really enjoys making the meal. So like I consume it way too often when I'm home.
Okay.
Yes.
And then last question, what's at the top of your Christmas list this year?
I don't even know.
Oh, I got it on that
I'm
one.
literally so bad at shopping. Like I guess a dog, a golden retriever. If anybody wants to purchase me a golden retriever, that would be actually phenomenal.
I can say as a proud owner of a golden retriever, you need to ask Santa for a golden retriever because as a proud owner, Harry, I love you if you're watching this. You're probably not, but Harry, my golden retriever, he is 2 years old. Best thing ever.
I'm very
I
jealous.
love my dog. He is incredible. But yeah, okay, that was in lieu of the Christmas craft, which was supposed to happen this Saturday. It's not happening, but we just, now you know a little bit about what Sloan likes to do at the holidays, so.
I love the holidays.
Problem solved.
I love anything with glitter and fun.
Absolutely.
But another event on Saturday, Game Day at 1801 Grill will be from 6:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. located at 1801 Grill on Lincoln Street. It's recurring every Saturday until the last USC game, crying, starts an hour before kickoff, and you can bring some of your friends and tailgate for the USC versus Ole Miss game. This is really fun. 1801 has really good food. I've only been like 2 times, but it is delicious, and football. Right. And I went to the game last weekend, and it was so sad. I mean, like, we did Sandstorm one time after halftime because we have to, and I was like, Awesome. This is a really awesome senior game. So glad that I don't ever get to go back to Williams-Brice for a victory. Thank you.
You can go back after you graduate.
It's just not. It's just not the same when you're
know.
on the student section.
Yeah.
But I'll live. It was a good time. Still good energy and willing to be all the time. But this could also be a really amazing opportunity, especially because it's an away game this weekend.
Yeah. It's at Ole Miss. 1801 Grill, pulling through with some great game day opportunities. So I really love this idea. I've never been to 1801 Grill, but I always hear great things about it.
Really
so
delicious.
I think this is a great way to spend kind of the away game day, and the game doesn't kick off until 7:30 p.m. So, you've got all day, and then you can go. I know it is late, and then you can go at night and have a nice dinner at 1801 Grill, watch the game. It sounds like a great time, and hopefully the Gamecocks will be able to bounce back this weekend.
Please.
We'll see how it goes, but they will be at Ole Miss, which was one of those games that was added to the schedule very, very late when we decided we were just doing an SEC schedule only. So it'll be interesting. We'll see how it goes. It should be, but you can always have a great time at 1801 Grill. But that rounds it out for this segment. We will be right back after this quick break, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everyone. I am so excited. We are joined now by our entertainment reporter, Peter Smith. Peter, how are you tonight?
I am doing great. It has been a very interesting week in entertainment. So, I'm ready to get down to it, Sloan.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I wanted to talk to you about some of the latest developments in the Bachelorette franchise this season. As you know, it started with Claire Crawley, and she brought on 16 men looking for their shot at love. But Claire has since left the show unexpectedly after Dale Moss proposed to her early on, 2 weeks to be exact. What are your thoughts on Claire's early departure? And, just give me a little bit of your feeling on the overall relationship there.
Okay, so I think, Dale is doing the world a service. Claire is the Bachelorette we didn't want, we didn't need. And I'm gonna put it flat out. I'm gonna be honest. But
I'm glad he took her off the market for literally everybody else.
Yeah,
but
they needed someone else.
This is so mean, but the woman is unhinged.
Yeah, she's unhinged, and I think Dale, power to him. Maybe he's the guy to kind of
there has to be something off about him though. When I was watching last week, okay, well first of all, he looks like the girl from Polar Express. He really does. And also,
That's my favorite Christmas movie, and you may have just ruined it.
I literally was I wanted to start singing Hot Chocolate watching him. And Claire sit there on the couch with Chris Harrison when Claire was like, babies. And I was like.
And Dale did not acknowledge it.
He literally was
just chugged right along into the conversation.
Oh my gosh, it's so awkward. I think honestly that and Chris Harrison's facial reactions to absolutely everything that's going on is probably the most iconic.
I don't even think Chris Harrison really likes Claire Cawley.
I don't think he likes her. He hates her. She was like, well, I've been nothing but respectful to this process and this show. And he's sitting there and he goes, well, you kind of blew it all up.
Every time.
And I was like, yes, you actually were so disrespectful and rude to every single man that you brought on, but.
I know. But, I think they're all gonna get over it, if I'm being honest.
I know, except for what was his face that stayed or that left when Tasha came?
Jason, I believe.
Who cares? If he's has feelings for Claire Crawley, obviously he's got to go work on some things.
There's other Claire Crawleys out there in the world.
Unfortunately, she's got crazy eyes though. That woman.
She does. Yeah.
She scares me a little bit.
But I think, she's beautiful, but
She is beautiful, and, she's had kind of a sad life, and likes to talk about it a lot, and showing up a lot. As long as you show up, that's half the battle.
And that's why Dale is good, because he kind of it wasn't as crazy, but I think he can handle crazy.
Do you think that they were talking before the show?
No, I believe them when they say that.
You really do?
I really do.
2 weeks, though.
Someone would have dug it up. 2 weeks, though, to fall in love. But think about their stories. Claire said that her parents fell in love blink of an eye. He said that his parents fell in love
when he stepped out the limo, I was like, hello, Dale.
It's running through their DNA, their blood. It's just, maybe it's the way it was meant to be.
Good for them. Happy for them. Hopefully nothing, bad goes their successful marriage to them.
Yeah, we'll see about
With
that.
babies. But after Claire left the show, now we have Tasha Adams, who was on The Bachelor season during Colton season. She was also on Bachelor in Paradise with JPJ, love him. And she brought on 4 new contestants with her. What are your thoughts on Miss Tasha?
Miss Tasha is just everything. She's a queen. I think she just like came on with such grace. I think everyone was like, oh my God, this is a weight lifted off of our shoulders. And I have to say, the most like classy move that any bachelorette has made is when they were all hanging out, she got to know everyone, and she was like, you know what guys, we're canceling the rose ceremony, I wanna get to know you. Cause like, we have to admit, those guys went through a lot. They went through a lot.
Yes.
And Tasha like was coming in hot and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna make my own rules. I'm gonna get to know them on like my terms. And I was like, I'm here for it.
I loved it. When she walked in the first night, like the whole entire energy of the show just changed overall. And like the guys' faces lit up like they have never seen a girl before. And I just like her smile, everything about her, I love Tasha. I'm so excited to watch her journey. Except it looks very dramatic. She makes out with a lot of men.
I know, but I want to go back to her smile because it literally shines.
Oh my gosh, she has one of the best smiles I've ever seen. And she just like, in her eyes, she's always so engaged in everything that she's talking about. But the 4 boys that she's brought on, one of them has caught my eye. You talked about how I was stalking his Instagram the other night and commenting on his posts. Mr. Spencer Robertson, quite a good-looking man.
You know, I think it's too soon to assume that he's going to be a bad guy.
He could be like very frat boy-y, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Who do you think, placing a bet right now on who do you think could be the end?
Who could be the end? Oh, wow. I don't think Spencer is endgame, but I think he's gonna make it pretty far.
He got the first impression rose.
He did, but you know, Hannah Ann also got the first impression rose, so. But I would say, I think you're gonna be surprised. I'm gonna root for Zach C. I think Zach C is gonna pull through.
Was that the mustache guy?
No, that's Noah. Zach C like was under the radar the whole time Claire was around, and then Tasha like, you know, popped out of her limo and he came to play.
Okay.
So, you know.
I mean, I'm excited to see what happens for the rest of the season, personally. And it's exciting to see them all be able to start developing these new relationships. I think that it's great that, you know, she gave the boys the opportunity to stay on. But is there anything that you want to add to our amazing little chat before we part?
We'll go back to Spencer. I don't know if you noticed this. I caught Sloan stalking Spencer. But so before the episode where he was introduced, he had like probably like 1,000, 2,000 Instagram followers. He's up to like, I think he's probably like borderline 20K at this point.
We were sitting there refreshing him the second it came out of the limo, and it was like, it went from like 1,000 and then it was like 7,000, and it was kept just like going up every time we would refresh his feed.
It just
and my roommates
going.
and I were like, okay, well, like let's comment on his post before he gets a bunch of followers and he can notice us. But
that man is never gonna have to work again like a day in his life. He's set.
He's all good. I mean, most of them are. That you like go on the show and you you're
an
famous.
influencer, and that's that.
Perfect. I think we should sign up, honestly.
We might.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Peter. We will be right back after this quick break, so stay with us.
Well, all I have to say is that I think we are now expecting Sloan O'Cone to make her appearance on The Bachelor and then maybe turn Bachelorette. When that happens, I'm gonna say, I knew her when.
Listen, I just like, for me, I don't think that I'm too mentally sane to go on a show like that, and jealous. Like, I don't believe in polygamy, so like, I think I am good on like dating 17 people at the same time or being one of 17 people dated. But it's fine, it's amazing entertainment.
Yeah, I don't keep up with The Bachelorette, but watching that, I feel like I've learned everything from the season, so. You and Peter just have all the info, and I love it. But that is all we have for this week's show. Make sure to stay tuned every week to find out more on what's going on around campus and in Columbia.
Make sure to also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SGTV at USC. For Carolina Calendar, I'm Sloan O'Cone.
And I'm Kendall Smith. Have a great week, Carolina. Forever to thee.